Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, we will learn how to find the degree of freedom of this complicated system. You can see here there are three masses, let's M1, M2 and M3 connected with this pulley. Let's this is pulley 1 and pulley 2. There are multiple springs connected between these inertial members and we have to find the degree of freedom of the system. Degree of freedom means what? Number of independent coordinates required to define the motion of your given system. For example, if I will give a pull x1 to this mass m1, there will be some rotation theta 1 here, some rotation theta 2 here. Similarly, there will be a motion of x2 here as well as some motion x3 here. If I know the only x1 value, whether I will be able to find the exact value of all other displacement theta 1, theta 2, x2 or x3 or not. If I need all the 5 independent coordinates in the given problem to define the motion of this individual inertial member, that means the system will have 5 degree of freedom. So this is how we define the degree of freedom in such type of system, that the number of coordinates actually required to define the motion of individual elastic member. So I am going to cover this entire session in two parts. In the first part, we will first learn the concept that how to find the degree of freedom of such system. In the second part, if we are having different version of this given problem. For example, I will slightly change the system. Here you can see these are the four pictures. The first picture, this is my figure 1.
Hi, this is Ashish Purohit, and I am here to let you know that now I am also available on Unacademy platform.
On Academy on 7th, 14th, 21st and 28th of November, we are having a test. Using these 60 minutes, you can check your caliber. You can compare yourself among all other contestants who are preparing for the GATE examination. And this is for all the branches. So for the beginner, we are having a 15 questions, 45-minute test. For intermediate, 30 questions, 90 minutes. And for the advanced level, this is actually the last and very important test which you should definitely appear. That is 65 questions and 180 minute. And all the tests are free. You can use this Ashish P10 code and then you can unlock the test series. So for the beginner, you should start with the beginner, and that is the 15 questions. In addition to that, Unacademy is a platform where you can directly contact your educator. You can simply raise your hand, you can send your voice, you can simply ask your doubts by clicking a picture. Then your educator will help you. If you are having a weak base for a particular subject, you can also go for the iconic subscription. In this subscription, there will be one-to-one interaction and you can improve your weak subject by directly contact with a single mentor. We are starting another batch for the GATE 2023 and Engineering Services 2023 aspirant, that is going to be start on 10th of November. And this is our team of educator. We are going to start with the fluid mechanics with Mr. JS. This is the prices for fourth month subscription. Within this subscription, you will get multiple questions, multiple tests that is definitely going to help you in your preparation. So at the end, what is Unacademy? Live interaction with your mentor. You will get lecture note and it is in your mobile. You can use it anywhere, anytime. It is exactly same what we have seen in the first figure. This is the second picture, but here I have removed the two springs, the top spring and the spring from the extreme right side. Similarly, in the next figure, that is the lower left corner, I have removed another spring from this position. This is also removed. In the last, I have removed the four springs which are connected at the top side, and we are only having two springs connected at the lower side. So how to find the degree of freedom of these four different systems? So in the first part, we will first understand the concept so that we can find the degree of freedom of this system. We'll start with very basic, that if we are having a simple mass connected with one spring and I am allowing the mass to move only in the horizontal direction. So what would be the degree of freedom of this system? I know. that since the mass is having only one option to move in the horizontal direction, the degree of freedom of this system will be only 1. If I will connect two masses m1 connected with another spring and the mass m2, suppose I am giving a displacement x2 to the second mass. Whether I will be able to define the motion of the first mass exactly by knowing only the x2 value or not. We can see here that since there is a spring connected between the m1 and m2, there is a chance that based on the flexibility of your spring, x1 and x2 will be different. If the spring is very flexible, maybe possible the x1 will be very small and x2 will be very large because the spring is flexible. Similarly, the entire coordinates, so the motion are not directly related. If we have a pulley connected with a spring here and then I am having a mass here, I am also having a second system where there is a string and there is a spring connected with a mass. The pulley is having a moment of inertia I and the mass is having mass m. Similarly here it is I and m. The spring is having a stiffness k and k. Do you think that these two systems will have the same degree of freedom or not? We can understand here. If I am giving a motion x here, will you be able to define the rotation of this pulley if the radius of the pulley is given? Yes. If there is no spring connected between the mass and the pulley, the string is inextensible. I can simply say that x is equal to r theta and the displacement or the deformation in the spring will also be x here. That means either the theta or the x is sufficient to define the motion, entire motion of your system. That means theta and x are not independent, they are dependent, and the degree of freedom of this system is just 1 degree of freedom. However, in the second case, if I am giving a motion x here, will the theta directly related to the x? I cannot write here that x is equal to r theta because the spring is connected. If the spring is very flexible, maybe possible the deformation will be very large and the x and the theta is very small as compared to x because the other side of the spring is inextensible. On the other hand, if the spring is very stiff, the x is entirely transmitted to the theta and I can write that this is very closely followed. This is how we can write one thumb rule that whenever we are having a flexible member connected between two inertial member, the system will need two different independent coordinate. We can reinforce this by looking this three different cases here. In the first case, I am having a pulley of moment of inertia I naught connected with a mass. There are two spring, let this is K1 and K2, but there is an inextensible string connected between the pulley and the mass. In the second case, which is very special case, and I have just removed the mass of the pulley. So this is a very simple case where the pulley is just for the sake of connection of the spring 1 and spring 2. Otherwise, there is no effect, inertial effect of this pulley. So this system is purely a single degree of freedom system. When I will see the third case where I am having pulley and the mass connected in between with a spring, let's it is k2, k1 and k3. So here also we can see that the displacement given to the mass will not directly related to the theta value and x is equal to r theta is not valid here. So this system is having 2 degree of freedom. The first system which we have seen, which is here, is actually having 1 degree of freedom because the x given to the mass is directly related to the theta. We can write here x is equal to r theta. There is no flexible member connected between the pulley and the mass. Based on this philosophy, now we will be able to define the total degree of freedom of the given problem. Here we are having three masses connected with the different springs and the two pulley. So if I will give a displacement x1 here, there is a spring connected, so I will not be able to define the theta 1 exactly. That means x1 is one coordinate, theta 1 is another coordinate that is required to define the motion of pulley p1. If I know the theta 1, can I write the value of theta 2? No. Here also we are having a spring connected between the pulley P1 and P2. So theta 1 and theta 2 are also independent, and theta 2 another coordinate required to define the motion of pulley P2. After knowing the theta 2 value, whether I can simply write the value of x2 or and x3? No, here also we are having a spring connected between the mass m2 and pulley p2. So the x2 is again an independent coordinate, and similarly the x3, there is another spring connected between the pulley and the spring. So the x3 is another independent coordinate. With this calculation, I can write that the given system is having five independent coordinates to define the entire motion. That means the degree of freedom of the given system is 5. I hope that now you are having basic understanding how to find the degree of freedom of this complicated system. In the second part of this lecture, we will take the four different versions of the given system and find the degree of freedom.